Phyllis Pelt. Welcome to this video on barriers and obstacles in our living space and environment. We will hear from women about environmental barriers they encounter, such as weather or the neighborhood, and how to successfully overcome them. We asked women about their experiences overcoming obstacles and strategies they used to address these environmental barriers. Let's hear what they say. What physical activity safety tips can you offer women just starting out?
I tend to look back and step to the side when I see people moving fast because I'm old and I'm slow.
I don't go into areas that might be a challenge for me or a risk. And I mean, even walking to and from the train station, I'm very aware of everything that's going on around me.
Be very much aware of where you're walking. That's always an issue to me for any person, but especially women, and if you're walking alone. One of my strategies that employs my husband is he'll take me to the park. He'll sit in the car, but he's there so I can walk, and I know someone is watching. If I want to go early, I make sure he's free to go with me. If I want to go late, he's free to go with me. So I'm not anywhere alone where I feel unsafe.
Generally in the daylight hours, and don't wait till midnight to go out and walk.
Always have your phone. I carry my phone in my hand so that I'm not looking for it or wondering where it is. So I make sure I have my phone with me. And even when I'm wearing headphones now, I don't wear anything that go in my ear. I make sure that I have a covering for my over so that I can hear sounds around me.
Some safety tips would be always have a buddy with you when you're walking, especially if you don't know the nature path or wherever it is you're walking, even in the neighborhood, whatever neighborhood. And you might carry a little flashlight. You might want to have very good walking shoes, proper attire, maybe something that would, if you're out after dark, something that might let people know you're walking so you don't get hit by a car or something like that.
Do you change your physical activity routine when it is hot outside?
I carry a bottle of water with me on my waist, and I have on the appropriate shoes and clothing, lightweight clothing, loose clothing, and that helps with my walking.
There's always a shopping mall, but then you don't want to get in the shop. You don't want to shop more than you walk.
What I do, I go early in the morning because the park is open, but I can go to the mall. I have a mall I go to. On the very hot days, I go straight to the mall, and I can do 3 rounds in the mall and feel comfortable. I will carry water. That's the one issue that I carry smaller bottles because I don't like to have a lot of things in my hand. But I will carry water, and I always have my cap or my hat so that and my shades so that I am, protected from the sun directly beating down on you. And I usually wear a shirt with sleeves, short sleeves, so that I'm covered pretty much away from the rays of the sun.
If the weather conditions are a challenge, like extremely hot, I make sure that I hydrate. I hydrate before, I hydrate during, I hydrate after. I pace myself. I wear clothing that isn't going to make any overheating, and sometimes just common sense and stay out of the heat. I mean, if it's really extreme, I just don't go out. I do my exercises on the inside. I go to the gym, I walk on the treadmill, I do whatever I need to do there.
How do you change your physical activity routine when it's cold?
Well, when it's cold, I do dress differently. I do make sure that my head and neck is covered, so I do wear outfits that might have a hood on it. I also walk in the mall. It's always nice and warm. I don't have to fight the coldness, nor do I have to worry about my lungs as much because I just have, as a health issue, I have a harder time in the winter.
You know, I like walking in the cold. I prefer that over walking in the heat, just to make sure that I've got the right kind of shoes or the boots. I am especially vigilant to the sidewalk and where I'm walking, if it's uneven, because in the beginning I did, after my surgeries, I tripped, I fell. And so I'm very aware of where I'm walking. And so during the cold weather, make sure I've got good boots on, and I dress warm. I've got the earmuffs, I've got the coat, and I walk.
Well, walk with some shoes that that have spikes in them if you're going to be walking on the ice, or some good rubber boots that are non-slip rubber boots. That's what I would do.
Dr. Lynn Braun, our clinical expert and nurse practitioner at the Rush Heart Center for Women, will be providing valuable information on how you can stay safe outside, participating in physical activity if you have any health conditions. If you have a chronic health problem like heart disease or arthritis, should you do anything differently when it is hot or cold outside?
It's important for someone with a chronic health condition, if they wish to engage in physical activity, to have a backup plan and to go somewhere indoors, such as a shopping mall or a park district, or anywhere where they can walk or engage in physical activity, where the temperature is more comfortable. When it's very cold outside, joints will really stiffen up, and stiffness can cause pain.
If you have any chronic health conditions, what can you do to stay safe?
It's always good to engage in physical activity with somebody else there who knows you, who knows what your limitations are. Wear that medical alert bracelet or some type of identification. Absolutely carry your cell phone.
We hope that now you have some additional ideas on how to overcome environmental barriers and are excited to keep moving. Thank you for watching this video, and remember, love self, embrace health.